I was invited by Chatham House to discuss the coming election 2027, how credible it's going to be, and in the face of what they assume as deepening insecurity. There I place my argument that we have watched what happened in 2023 with regards to Electoral Act 2022 and all the numerous litigations that came out of that process, about 1,500 of them, which we have used as a building bricks as Parliament because we did not respond in silence. We responded by using legislative instruments to block the gaps that we noticed in the document we all celebrated in 2022. We found out that we needed to touch it for it to deliver a more credible election. So we had to explain to the world, because one thing with global politics is that perception is everything. If you don't communicate and frame the narratives the way it's supposed to be, others might frame the narratives for you. And election is coming. Observers are going to be here. Documents are going to be flying up and down. We needed to let the world know the level of our preparation and the innovations that we have included in the Electoral Act to ensure credibility. The issue of real-time electronic transmission came up, and we argued that Section 60, subsection 3 of the Electoral Act has for the first time made electronic transmission the default rule. From EC8A is just a fallback plan where network connectivity fails. And we told them our reality currently, maybe in the future, yes, but our reality currently is that we may not be able to afford network connectivity that cuts across the entire nation. And the UK government also agreed that even in the UK, that connectivity is not strong around the hinterlands of UK. And so it's not just unique to Nigeria. And we also informed them that we have tried to ensure that IREF becomes, receives a legal status, that it becomes admissible in court. So before now, IREF was not admissible piece of evidence before our court. That we have done. We also spoke on the independence of the umpire and showed them, just like they do in the UK, it is constitutional appointment that is rectified by the Parliament. And they also agree. We also assured them that with regards to principles of independence, this act has included a funding mechanism that will release funds to INEC 6 months before the election. That way, they don't have to run around any parliamentarian or run around any member of the executive. They become umpire indeed. We also assured them that we have increased the penalty for those who may want to manipulate the result. And 2 years imprisonment, 10 years ban on political participation, as well as 50 million naira, or 5 million naira penalty. So all those measures we put in there to make sure that issues of vote buying, electoral violence, and all the rest of them, they are reduced, among other things that we have done with our Electoral Act. We try to showcase so that they will understand where we are coming from, and I'm sure they were impressed. Another issue was on insecurity. I argued that the insecurity in our country is not deepening. Yeah, it is declining.